Hello, everybody. I thought I would do a quick Facebook Live. So I put a post out yesterday about somebody that signed up to work with us who's, in his words, who was skinny fat. So his waist was about 32, so he's quite lean, but he's holding a lot of body fat around his stomach. But he's still, in his words, quite skinny. So skinny arms, narrow shoulders, and hasn't really got a physique. Now, a lot of people in this kind of position, when they are skinny fat, think that they need to lose more body fat and they need to go on a zero carb diet. And they need to do lots of cardio, they need to do lots of training. Now, what happens to this person, and they do a lot of HIIT training, and what happens to this person is they just look like a thinner version of themselves. So they lose more body fat, but then they've got even smaller arms, even narrower shoulders, and they don't look how they want to look. Now, this guy that signed up yesterday, he had a coach, and the coach made him go on a zero carb diet, made him do lots of HIIT, full body workouts, core workouts, and that is never ever going to get you the physique that you want. So when you're in this position, and if you're skinny fat and thinking, right, what do I need to do first? Do I need to build muscle, or do I need to lose weight? Well, first of all, we need to get you training properly. We need to get you into a system where you can actually notice that your physique starts to develop and to change. So what I do with every single client in this situation, and by the way, this is person dependent. Some people need more calories, some people need more carbs. I'll assess it on the person's physique, and I'll assess it on their training experience, on their weight, a lot of different factors, and their current food plan. But what I'll do with this person is I'll start the food as high as I can. Then I'll take all the measurements and the photos so I can see what the starting position is. Then I'll keep their carbs high as well. But what I will get them doing is I'll get them training how I want them to train. I'll get them training with intensity. I'll look at the body parts, let's say, i.e. the chest, the shoulders, and the arms, and I'll hit those body parts more frequency. I'll hit them 2 or 3, 4 times a week. Now, over every kind of week and every 2 weeks, what I'll do is I'll start to bump their calories up. Once they're training harder, once they've got more intensity, and you'll start to see that the physique starts to improve. Now, what a lot of people do in this situation is they might be on 2,000 calories, and the first thing that they do is they bump the calories down, and they go to 1,700 calories, and they do zero carb, they do lots and lots of cardio, and they just look like a thinner version of themselves. What I would do if this person was in on 2,000 calories, I'd probably keep them the same amount of calories. I'd give them a little bit more carbs. I would reduce the cardio. I'd get them walking a lot. But what I'd do is I'd look at the physique and pinpoint certain areas that I'd want to work on. And then I'd get them training how I want them to do. I'd get them logging all the progress, the reps, the sets, the weight. Then I can see exactly what they're struggling on, what they need work on. Then after 2 weeks, we assess the measurements, we assess the photos, then we'd probably bump the calories and the carbs up again. And by the end of like a 12, 16 to 24 week period, they might be on 500 to 800 more calories, and they might be on an extra 100 grams of carbs. And what you start to notice is that the physique starts to fill out. They start to look a little bit wider. Now, they're not going to put body fat on because they're training harder. They're walking more, and we're logging every single variable. And that is, if you're in this skinny fat position, this is what you need to do. You need to keep your calories as high as you can. You need to work out harder. You need to lift weights. The massive go-tos that you do not need to do a zero carb diet. You don't want to do lots of cardio because you'll look like a thinner version of yourself. You need to lift weights, you need to increase your calories, you need to increase your carbs, and I guarantee that you'll start to. Hello, Paul. I need your training session. Probably kill me now though. Yeah, I mean, a lot. I mean, we've got loads of guys. Like I say, I always bang on about people losing weight, or people trying to improve the mental health of working with us, people trying to improve the emotional well-being. But you know what? There's a lot of guys in here as well that want to just build muscle. And I'm not going to bullshit anybody either, right? Building muscle takes time. It's patience, it's consistency. Can you do the same thing every single day, day in, day out? Not 4 days out of 7, not 5 days out of 7. Can you do it 7 out of 7, even when you don't want to feel like it? But you've also got to have structure. People ask me, what's the best shake, or what's the best pre-workout, what's the best post-workout, what's the best this, what's the best supplement, Look, don't worry about any of that shit. You just focus on your food. You just focus on your training. You get better at doing that every day. You do the small things well every single day, and your progress will start to speed up. Your physique will start to change tremendously. But if you want to get quick results, your best bet is to have someone that you're accountable to, and to get a coach that can guide, support you, and take you there. Otherwise, you'll keep going round and round in circles. So I must have had 10 people message me off the back of that post last night saying, that's me, that's exactly what I'm going through. And I've said to him, I said, look, that's generic advice what I've given my client. That was based on him. If you want a personal approach, and it is actually important to you, you have got to be willing to invest money into change it. If not, you'll be in the same position. So it comes down to priorities and how much you want it. So one of my new clients that signed up 2 weeks ago, he literally invested 50% of his wages into working with me for 3 months. Now, that's massive. But the reason he did that, and I asked him, why did you do that? And he said, because I really want it. I want to change. I'm fed up of feeling the same. So it all comes down to how much you actually want it and if you're willing to invest to change. You can't expect to try and learn it on yourself if you're going to be limited by your beliefs and actually what you know and your knowledge. Get an expert and let an expert guide you. So that's the best way to get quick results. But there's a few things. If you want a classic V shape and you're a skinny fat guy right now, do not reduce your calories a hell of a lot. Do not go zero carb. Do not do lots of cardio. Set your calories as high as you can. Have as much carbs as high as you can. But learn to train properly with intensity and get stronger. And then gradually work your calories up as you get leaner. But I hope that video helps, guys. And I'll speak soon.